I wanted to make a quick video on how to do an oil change on a 2012 Kawasaki ZX6R. So what you'll need is, for a 2012 Kawasaki ZX6R, the spec sheet says SAE 10W40. I buy the Kawasaki brand stuff, but I think it's all the same stuff. And you'll need a 17mm socket and a ratchet. And depending on whether or not you're doing the oil filter or not, you'll need an oil filter. And then one of these ratchet, I don't know what you call it, I got it off Amazon. It's like a kind of hand tool to get oil filters off because they're a pain. But if you do get an oil filter, I would highly recommend, which is what I'm doing this time around, getting one with a nut on the end of it so that you can grab. Here, I don't know, let me see if I can find. So instead of using this, you can just grab an Allen wrench and then go right on top. All right. So I've had this, I let it run for about 10 minutes, get it up to operating temperature, so that when I do the change, the oil comes out real easily. If it's cold and you try and drain it, it'll take a lot longer. Oh yeah, that's another thing you'll need. Obviously an oil pan drain. So here's something I forgot to say. While the oil is draining, before you take the nut off underneath in here to drain the oil, make sure you come around the other side and pop this cap off, because it'll help it flow out better. Oh, it kind of opens the vacuum in the engine a little bit, because when I did it, I forgot to do that, and I don't think all the oil drained out of the system properly. So make sure you open that. And another thing I forgot to say, if you're doing your oil filter, since I just kind of do like a hand tight, I'll get like a Sharpie or something, and I'll find a point on the filter that lines up with something else, like for example this screw right here, and I'll mark it. And just for the first couple rides, or after a first couple rides, and make sure that it's not backing off. Because if your oil filter backs off while you're riding, it gets on your tire, and then you slide, and that could kill you. So that's something to be very wary about. Make sure you're putting this on correctly. Okay, the nut you need to get to is right, it's in a real kind of screwy spot. It's right here, if you can see where my middle finger is. So what I like to do is get the pan in positioning, the nuts facing this way on the bike. So I like to put the pan in front, so when it comes out, doesn't get all over the garage floor. But if it does, it's nice to have some cat litter. I also have 2 cats, but that doesn't matter. All right. And I'd say it's nice to get an oil pan that has one of these meshes on it. So when you'll see when I undo the nut, I can just drop it right Yeah, like that. All right, so well, this is draining. It's about done. Here's where the oil filter is. Change of plans, at least for this. This proved to be pretty useless. Getting it off, it's like hard to get in there. So I said, screw it. What I did was I just got a flathead and a hammer and kind of put it at an angle in the direction of where it loosens and then hit it with my hammer just to break it free, and then I'm gonna hand tighten or hand loosen it off. So it's about ready and it just comes off. You just gotta be careful because it makes a mess when it comes off, but I'm pretty much over it, so I'm just gonna take it off and you'll see it gets everywhere, but I'm over it. All right, she's about off. Yeah, it makes a mess, but you can kind of see right here where I had the screwdriver right here and tried to knock it off. You're gonna destroy it and it's fine. You're not gonna use it again. These are junk once they're done. All right, so now I think it's pretty much drained. I got the oil filter off. The next thing I'm gonna do is actually put the oil filter on before I fill it back up. And there's a couple things I forgot to mention. You'll need a funnel, obviously. I think it's a good idea to label them. I have one for everything, like one specifically for oil. I have another one up there for coolant. And then for this particular oil filter, it's actually the same size as the socket for the oil pan. It's a 17 millimeter. And I'll show you how that goes on. It's pretty straightforward, but first thing I'll do is take the plastic off. Definitely don't want that. So I like to just put it on, get it hand tight first. You really don't want to over torque these. So I'll get it so it's snug like that. And then I'll go in and give it maybe a half turn or something. And that's about all it needs. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this nut back in the oil pan. And then I'm gonna fill it up. And it should be about good to go. One thing you have to remember, if you look at the spec sheet, it says how much oil it can take, but it'll give you two numbers. One number if you're doing the oil filter and another amount if you're not doing it. If you're changing the oil filter, you're going to need to add more oil because well, the oil filter will hold a decent amount of oil as well. Okay, so if you can see, I have the oil level in between those two markers. And now all I'm going to do is let it run for a couple of minutes, let the oil circulate through the oil filter, and then add more oil again until it's in between those two levels. And that'll be pretty much about it, just for an oil change and oil filter change. And if you have any questions, definitely ask me in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them. But this is my first video, so let me know how it did, how I can do better, and I'll see you guys later. When it gets warm out, we'll be riding.